Hey, everybody. Happy Sunday. I hope you are all doing well. I am blown away. There's 66 of you waiting before I even go live. And I got this other audio thing. Ugh. Anyways, we're going to try this. I'm traveling. I'm currently in San Francisco. The Wi-Fi here at the hotel is not really that good. As you can see, I couldn't really even do a good setup. This is the best I can make it look. So hopefully the Wi-Fi signal will last and we can get through a conversation about homelessness or whatever. Anyways, glad you're all there. What do you think? Huh? There was a couple of people, right, that said, oh, you're not going to do it. Or, now that we voted, you've got to do it. Got to keep your word. Well, I always keep my word. I always work really hard. We all fail, but that's really big to me is keeping our word or keeping your word. And if you're going to fail, then, communicate. So let's talk about good news first. Okay. Right. Bunch of benchmarks, bunch of crazy benchmarks. We hit, it's hard to even comprehend. We hit 550,000 subscribers. 550,000 in a year. We're going to have 1 million subscribers. I mean, maybe it'll happen before then, but in a year we will have guys, you know what? I don't know what I'm going to do here because with the light, I can't really read. I think I saw somebody donate, but I couldn't I couldn't read it in time, and I apologize. Let me scroll back. Oh my gosh, what a name. Hey, Duck, thank you. Oh gosh, this is like a little bit, I'm just going to roll with it. What do you say? Is the audio okay? Is the audio clipping? If there's ever an audio problem, please let me know. Anyways, back to what I was talking about. So 550,000 subscribers. That's a miracle. Now, somebody complained that I shouldn't be sharing the subscribers. Well, let me tell you why I do. It's a friggin' miracle. We lost a lot of funding coming into COVID. So seeing this YouTube growth gives me hope. But let's be honest. Let's put it into context. Nonprofits, their YouTube channels may get 1,000 subscribers, right? Nonprofits in the homeless sector may get a few hundred subs. We were 20,000 subs for 8 years, and I thought that was great. I really did. And then I woke up. Anyways, many of these nonprofits have multi-million-dollar marketing budgets. We don't. We can't even hire anybody, right? So the fact that because you guys are doing this, you guys are pushing this growth. Invisible people is not me, it's we. That we together are building this community on homelessness is a miracle, and I'm going to share it. The other good news, 551, woo! Tristan's in the house. Okay, let me say hello to a few people. Hi, Andy D. Derek, thank you. Thank you again, Doc. Hello, Ashley, Jen. Road to Prison. Thank you for the comment on the nice hair. Italian Sister, you love the long hair. Well, I have a photo of it. It's on the ground. Tito, hello, even though your message was deleted. I didn't see. I should read backwards. Thank you, Debbie. I thought I saw Walter in there. Yeah, Walter's in the house. Woo-hoo-hoo. Cool. So now if you guys haven't seen this, so we've done 6 mini documentaries, right? I just posted our latest. Okay. We've done 6. I like them all. They're all really, really amazing. Okay. They're all just amazing. And that's another miracle, that we've been able to pull this off. So this latest one, I put the link in the chat. I'm going to do it once more. You guys, please share it. It's really neat because here they're volunteers. They're not, social service workers or anything. And they are going out helping homeless people during the coronavirus. And I thought it was a very, 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 very powerful story. So, I'm going to put it in again, and please go watch it when you're done with this and share it. And, it's stuff like this. And the reason these mini documentaries are so important is these guys going out doing the wound walk, these guys and girls, they don't have a lot of money. And so their stories aren't getting told. So if I can go out, if invisible people can go out and tell the stories that nobody else is telling, that's amazing. So the other good news, Derek's in the house. Oh, I saw the red light going. How's the audio? Hopefully it's not. Hey, with to grow the hair back, you can stop. Hair grows. Okay. I don't know how many times you need to say it. Hair grows. It will grow back at some point. So yeah, boy, you're asking about Ditzy. That was one of my favorite stories. Oh my gosh. I'm going to tell you a little bit about that story since it's story time, Sunday night story time. I hate this light and this focus and this camera. Oh, it's bothering me. So Ditzy was a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful interview kid. Toggle timestamp. Yes, I want timestamp. And we're in this park in St. Louis. And previously, there was some gangbangers that chased me out of the park. So it was not very safe. I just didn't feel safe. In fact, that video, you can go and scroll. It's in there. It's in it's many years ago. So I interviewed Ditzy, and just a wonderful kid, bunch of other kids. And if I give everybody my card, how to contact me, everything. So all of a sudden, Ditzy comes back and says, this homeless mom wants to talk to you. So it's starting to get dusk, right? And, my camera is not that expensive, but to somebody that doesn't have anything, or is that on drugs, they might think it's, worth something. And, it was scary. I was going over to the section of the park, and there's a bunch of people, and I didn't know what was going to happen. Right. And there was this homeless mom, and I don't know if how many homeless moms are in the chat, or they're tough. I mean, moms are tough to begin with, but when you're a homeless mom, you don't take it, right? You're tough, right? And the homeless mom, she comes over all hard and she's like, you're a photographer, right? And I'm like, I'm just backpedaling because I really thought I was going to get mugged. And so she's talking to me, and she, you're a photographer, she keeps asking. And I say, I'm really a video person, but, and she said, I see the camera there. Yeah. So she asked me, again, I thought I was going to get mugged. I had the anxiety going. It was now dark. It was really scary for me anyways. And she asked me to take portraits of her and the other homeless families in the park, which I did. And it was dark, again, like this, really bad lighting. I did the best I could. I think the link to the photos are in that video. If they're not, I can share them again sometime. But that's just one of the great stories that I've been very lucky of the people I meet. And speaking of update stories, gonna go see Derek tomorrow. In fact, I probably I didn't know. I thought I'd get better Wi-Fi and signal and stuff here. And to be honest, I'm just taking it easy. I had surgery. It's been a rough year. So it's been a rough year for you guys too. I hopefully you guys are taking it easy. So I had surgery, and my mom died, my mom's dog died, and da 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 da. It's been a tough year. So I just didn't want to come out of the gate running. I thought I'd just take it easy. So I decided I'm going to go see Derek tomorrow. And he's got who knows what. Derek's a planner. Hey, Eddie's in the house. I see you. Dallas, I'm sorry to learn you're homeless. So everybody asks about EJ, and he left a comment there. We have exchanged emails about a year ago, and then I went to go connect with him, and he hasn't responded to any emails. So I'm going to keep trying. Otherwise, I don't know. I don't know any updates. I'm going to keep trying to connect with him. He wanted to do an update video. He reached out to me. He sent me an email, and I will keep trying to connect. Otherwise, and I get it. If Invisible People had the funding, update videos would be part of what we do. So like going to hang out with Kimberly and Derek tomorrow is not like planned. It's kind of just happened organically. The one, I don't know if you remember Heather, but Cooper and Heather, I hope to be able to do some update videos too. So. Oh, Mark Shelton, thank you so much. I take it you live in Colorado Springs. Hey, Kallian, thank you. Hopefully I said that right. Hopefully I said that right. Hey, Road to Prison, thank you, thank you, thank you. You're going to have to explain that name. I mean, I never did prison, but I've been in jail a bunch of times, and road to jail or road to prison is pretty scary for somebody like me. But I've noticed there's a lot of videos that have been popping into my feed of people that have talking about going to jail and going to prison and life after, which I think is pretty neat, actually. Oh, Derek, you're going back to 77? Woohoo! Should we have a pizza party? Maybe next Sunday. Do we do the live stream from there? But this time we're going to have to remember to take the battery with us, right? Yeah, Walter. Let's hope they keep that. Walter's talking about they brought in some travel trailers for homeless people. So, I forgot this. And you guys ready? I know you guys like the rants, right? You guys are really here, not for my new hair. And I'm really sad that this looks so bad, right? Because I want it, and it's there's nothing I can do with the face. We're ugly, right? So I just thought we'd do something, that you guys could see. It's, but it is what it is. So let me post this. Okay, this is a news article projecting 28 million evictions. The sad part about that is probably low. So 28 million evictions are coming in the United States. 28 million new homeless people. I read a report that 16% of homeowners are not going to pay their mortgage this month. They can't. So this is what happened. I think we talked about it a little last week. God, I hate these hard shadows. When the COVID hit, most communities did like a 30-day, 60-day, 90-day hold on evictions. Just fine. Okay. But that didn't really help people with the coronavirus that lost their job. Why? So I don't know if you've ever been to eviction court. I have. And it takes a while. So first, when you lose your job, you're going to borrow from your parents, borrow from your friends, and you're going to, maybe even you have savings. Maybe you're going to sell your car, sell stuff on eBay. I mean, this year, most of the year, I've been selling stuff on eBay is how I've been surviving. So here, hey, Andy D, thank you. So you have all these people losing their jobs. 40 million people have applied for unemployment, right? That lost their jobs. And, you know, they got unemployment now. They might be doing DoorDash or some kind of whatever to survive. Okay. And then the money runs out, let's say August, October, and then they get I don't know what, I only know California law. You get a 3-day pay or quit. Hey, Marlee, thank you. You get a 3-day pay or quit notice, and then when the landlord puts the 3-day pay or quit, you can then file something in the courts. I forget what it's called. And then it sends it to eviction court, which is often another 90-day process. So from the time you lose your job, it could be 9 months to a year before you're, going to be in eviction court. So all these holds on eviction are now coming off. And 28, I'm going to post it again. And up to you guys if you want to go read it later, or I tweet it out on both of our accounts. 28 million. One thing that gets me so crazy, and if you've been following me on social media for any amount of time, hey, Bayanabu, hopefully I pronounced that right. I'm so grateful. Thank you. Thank you, everybody that's donated. I greatly appreciate it. The homeless sector, there hasn't been a lot of talk. There's 78 cities, or the United States Interagency Council of Homelessness had claimed that 78 cities have ended veterans homelessness. Built for Zero, another organization, claimed 9 cities ended veterans. Well, which is it? Well, if you ask them, they have different criteria. Well, then which criteria do you use? It's all effed up. They're just claiming we're ending homelessness. No, you're not. Does anybody in this chat room believe that homelessness can be ended? No. What we can do is we can prevent homelessness. And when somebody ends up homeless, we can get them off the streets into the support they need quick. We know how to do it. We need to, if you go to Invisible People, I should have queued this one up. If you go to Invisible People invisiblepeople.tv /get involved, or just go to our website and click on get involved, you can write to your senators and lawmakers. I mean, if 28 million. So here's the homeless sector. And I saw some people doing it this last week. They're like, oh, we're ending veterans homelessness. We're close to ending veterans. No, you're not. Stop. 28 million. We have to accept that it is going to get so bad. Homelessness is going to And we have to fight like never before. We got to work backwards. Except, Dale Carnegie had this thing about worrying, right? You're supposed to accept the worst and then fight back, right? So we're going to see homeless numbers worse than maybe even the Great Depression. And that's really scary. And I don't know. I saw somebody do something about Democrats in here, which is ridiculous. And why that's ridiculous is both sides, both Republicans, both Democrats are stuck on stupid. We have to stop this battle of pointing fingers to either side, right? We're all Americans. Homelessness affects us all, right? And there's plenty of money. We have tons of money. And what does a aircraft carrier cost? $4 billion? I forgot. We can look. I'm thinking it's even more, something crazy, right? We spend trillions in Afghanistan, but to end homelessness. Oh, Merle, I guess you're right. I did. I went political, didn't I? Because we have a rule here. We try to stay away from the politics. So, okay, I'm going to go back to being nice. Yeah, Maria's talking about an organization that's seeking emergency donations. I mean, we are too, but we're not providing direct services. We do a bit of that, but that's not what we're trying to do. We try to end homelessness by, using education and then putting pressure on politicians. And that would have been a rant. Maybe next week, right? Well, next week we're going to be at Derek's new pad. Maybe, who knows? Derek will. We'll figure something out. So let's go back to being nice. How about, and I share the wound walk video again. How about that? Daniel, thank you. Oh my gosh. Thank you guys. You're so kind. I mean, this is strange, when people give online, they normally, make a donation on the website or on Patreon, and you don't get that real time like this. And I'm moved. I am really moved. Anonymous, thank you. Hey, Shamel Steinberg. Hopefully I said that first one. And again, there's so many great cultures and names. I apologize if I don't pronounce a name correctly. I wish there was a way that we could do more of an interactive where I could at least hear your audio. 28 million. Can you guys imagine 28 million more homeless? I mean, right now, let's forget the HUD numbers. Let's just go with the real. There's probably 2-3 million homeless people right now. 28 million? Whoa. Hey, PC. Glenn, thank you. Hey, road to prison. Yeah, it doesn't work that way. I don't know why. I did a campaign with PayPal. PayPal reached out to me, and there was this big list. And the whole thing was to get everybody to give $1. And they had a big list, and I had a big list, and I think 200 people gave $1. And you know what? People give, like the people that gave tonight. Something inspired them or moved them to give, and it just doesn't work that you get everybody to give $5 or $1. I mean, people give what they can. I'll tell you something about giving that for me. So I don't know how many of you are on social media. Well, I consider YouTube a social media platform. So you're on social media. Um, Whenever I share something online, I donate. I might, it might be $5, it might be $50, but I don't, if I share it, I don't want to be a person that's sharing stuff that I can't, that I don't support myself. And sometimes it's small because, if you don't have money to give, you don't have money. Hey, Walter, thanks for asking. I am actually not too bad. I was a little worried about carrying my suitcases because they're filled with socks, and all those socks you might not think are heavy, they are heavy. And then you add masks and hand sanitizer and all this stuff, which is a little different now because I can see like CVS and Walgreens has hand sanitizer. When I went to Los Angeles, there was, you couldn't buy it in the store, right? But thanks for asking. So the scars are healing up really good, and but there's still some redness and a little bit of soreness. But I walked 3 miles today. I will tell you. So let's talk Tenderloin in San Francisco. I am currently in the Tenderloin. It is. I mean, I love the Tenderloin. But hey, Anonymous, thank you so much. The Tenderloin is one of my favorite places. I just like the uniqueness of it. San Francisco is eclectic, where a lot of different people coexist. The Tenderloin has become gentrified over the years, so that coexistence is not like it once was. Hey, Anonymous, thank you. And at the same time, the homeless population is just deteriorated. As you guys know, I travel a lot connecting with homeless people all over the world. And I got to say, there's no place that I travel to. And I go to some pretty sketchy places, right? And where the human, and I've never been able to find the exact word for it, where the human condition is as bad as it here in San Francisco. So, in fact, and I tweet this out, I walked back by a man, and I won't tell you what he was doing. I might get emotional, but I walked by a man. Rob, thanks so much. This evening, that was on the ground, and I won't tell you what he was doing. And don't let your imagination go crazy because it wasn't that. It was just so heartbreaking. It was just so completely heartbreaking that I don't even know how to put it into words. And, this morning getting up, we all procrastinate things we don't want to do. And I know walking around the Tenderloin, which I walked 3 miles around the Tenderloin today, my heart's going to be broken. Ron, thank you. Oh my gosh. And scene after scene of people in such despair. Then you also, I don't know if we talked about this, but there's an area in Los Angeles very similar to Tenderloin. It's not Skid Row, but very similar. That I went walking and the drug dealers were washing their car. I mean, they had, $100,000. Oh, I can't pronounce your name, but thank you so much for your donation. They have, expensive cars. There's 2 of them, and they're washing their car right in this area. While they're waiting for homeless people to come get drugs. And, it reminds me and why I bring it up. Anonymous, thank you so much. But why I bring it up is because my last trip here, which is about the, my last trip here was YouTube brought me here. Because normally I can't afford San Francisco. It's too expensive. But YouTube brought me here. That's when we went and did Derek's story. But I was walking the Tenderloin, and this is one I wish I could have taken a photo, but it was dangerous. Oh, Jesse, thank you. There was a drug dealer selling, and there was a group of older, probably 50, 60, 70-year-old women. I mean, it's hard to tell age on the streets. Anonymous, thank you. It's hard to know. Ivan, you don't miss being homeless. No, nobody misses going to the bathroom behind a dumpster. No, sorry. So there's these older women, and I don't know how old. Thank you, Anonymous. Wow, another Anonymous. Anonymous, I love you. So there was these older women, not almost, they were at his feet, this drug dealer's feet. I mean, and they were just wasted. And it was, to me, kind of a metaphor of what is happening in these inner cities. I mean, today I walked around and the drug dealers had masks, which I thought was ironic, because then, so often they'll, sell drugs even though they know the person might overdose. So it's very strange that they care about health in any way, but obviously they care about them. Thank you, Anonymous. So anyways, I'm starting off to, my heart is going to be mixed. I'm going to have to go and back and forth between Derek to get some sanity. Okay, let's do. So, you guys, out of all the mini documentaries, which one do you like best? Now, I'm going to tell you, I like the newest one, but it's always because of the newest one. So I don't know how do you spell your name, Korolad. Hopefully I said that right. I would love to come to do stories in Russia. Oh my gosh. Prague, Romania. I would love, love, love to do stories in Eastern Europe. Well, thank you, Alex. Jeff, yeah, Theo's was very good. It was the first. Like I said, I like this new one. Each one I like because it's new, right? It's fresh. Auntie, cool. Oh my gosh, Mark, the Tenderloin makes your heart cry for humanity. Wow, so true. Alex, I would love to come to Italy sometime. So I've been to Sweden a couple of times, Oslo, Switzerland, and Malaga, Spain. Bunch of times to the UK. So right now, normally we get normally just one trip international every year. But with the coronavirus, I don't expect it to be happening anytime soon. I mean, there's some opportunities for storytelling and significant impact in rural Canada that I want to go. We were talking about it last year. I mean, rural homelessness doesn't get the attention that it deserves. But I haven't been able to make it happen. And now, because of coronavirus, everything is closed. Or not everything is closed. I can't cross the border. Oh, Auntie D, taking Manda shopping. That's a vlog. I'm going to try to do more vlogs. Hey, Canis. Yeah, I would like to. I like going over. It's funny. Oh my gosh, I'm getting. Oh, sorry. Oh, I didn't mean to yawn into the live stream. Must be I'm on New York time. Usually that doesn't bother me. 28 million. 28 million. 28. Guys, if you haven't yet, go to invisiblepeople.tv/get involved and contact. I mean, the Senate right now is, and it's not Republicans, it's not Democrats. They're both stuck on stupid. Amanda, are you talking Fargo, North Dakota? It's everywhere. I mean, homelessness is everywhere. Hey, Gladware, no, I haven't. Sorry. Anne Marie, I used to go through periods that I would not watch the news. Maria, thanks so very much. Yeah, I will post that again. There's a report that I just saw. I will put it in the chat where they're saying that there's 28 million evictions that could cause 28 million people homeless. 28 million people new to homelessness. Patrick, I have not tried shredded chicken. AJS, well, thank you. Oh my gosh, you guys have been donating. I'm so grateful. Uh-oh, Tristan's got great news. She left me a really funky picture like the other night. So after this trip, I'm going to go home and quarantine for a little bit. But I got to start taking care of my mom's house. I've been putting it off. Well, I had surgery. That's what put it off. And now I'm putting it off. So my big projects, because I gotta get out of Binghamton. I gotta get to Los Angeles. I mean, there's so much that we can do in Los Angeles if I was there full time. Hey, Sir Look Media. I'd love to go to Dublin. I almost did with I forgot what organization. Jonathan, actually, I don't miss my long hair. Hey, Anonymous, thank you so much. Wow. Oh my gosh, you guys are so 500. Wow. Holy schmoly. Amanda, I worry about it too, but I lived in Los Angeles for 30 years and I could stay at my mom's house probably for the rest of my life and have a backyard. I mean, it's not really, I mean, it's a nice house for the area, but when you look at houses, it's not a lot of money. When I sell it, it's not going to come up with a lot of money. But I could stay in Binghamton, be lonely, not doing anything, and, you know, have a peaceful life, or I could go back to LA and take some risks and meet the future Mrs. Horvath and help homeless people. I mean, you know, it's so interesting to me because, and you guys get it, because we're the Sunday night family. Maybe that's what we call it, the Sunday night fam. So people ask, what do you do? Or they say, you know, oh, how do you help people? Well, I spend every waking moment working to help homeless people in some way. And we have the online support group. We do journalism. We do video. We do education. I'm behind the scenes. I don't even talk about it. I'm always buying phones and buying car tires or helping homeless people get into hotels, or I'm always doing something with what I can. The point of Invisible People is not to get me to help homeless people. I'm already doing it. It's to get the viewers, which I know many of you already are. I mean, that's the point. So I've got to do, I couldn't do it today. Maybe I'll do it while I'm here. A new channel video where instead of talking about me, I'm going to talk about the viewer, because the point of Invisible People is not me. It's not like, what are you doing? What are you doing to help the homeless? You know, I'm doing it. And the point is, let's get you to do it, which again, I'm going to share it now because average about everybody watches one of these live streams for a few minutes, which I understand. So here is the latest and greatest mini documentary. And we have one more. Oh, thank you, Anonymous. We have one more mini documentary coming up. And then I've got to figure out what to do. I was actually going to do more mini documentaries here in San Francisco. We want to travel and do other cities, other countries. But Alex, who is wonderful and helps me produce these, and she does the cinematography and just is an amazing producer. She I couldn't bring her up here because I couldn't, you know, take the risk with travel. I couldn't, with good conscience, get her into a situation that might not be healthy. And she was willing to do it, but I just didn't feel right about it. We're not news media. I don't know if you guys know this, but back when I was a television producer, I was snuck into Sudan by the rebel army. Not just once, twice, in 2003 and 2005. I met with the rebel army in Kenya and then we flew in these gutted DC-10s under the radar into Sudan. It was quite the experience. In 2003, I said I would never go again, ever, 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 even though it was the best and worst experience of my life. And in 2005, I went back into Sudan. 127 degrees, no bathrooms. Everybody has an AK-47 but you. You can't drink the water. It is just scary. So I am divorced with no goldfish, meaning I don't have kids. And if I had family, I don't know if I would even be traveling now. Things are a little different when you're a provider. But hey, we're set. I saw you. No, I do not have an update on Rule. If there's update videos, folks, there will be on the YouTube channel. Rural was a smart kid. I have talked to some people recently. They lost track of them. I'm, you know, like anybody, we go through ups and downs. I would like to hopefully run into them. And again, if we had funding to be able to go and travel and do it, God, I hate that this is so out of focus. Everybody's going to start asking for updates. Anyways, people, I'm getting a little tired. I'm going to call it for tonight. I just want to thank you all. Thank you all for having such a generous heart to not just donate, but also spend time. I mean, we've been doing this every Sunday night, and you guys even don't care or, are fine with the bad video or bad audio. I try my best to make it good, but gosh, tonight it's just bothering me looking at it, but I felt like I needed to do a short hair video for y'all. But it's real. The thing about this channel has always been, let's keep it real. We got to keep it real. And nobody connects the public to homelessness like Invisible People. And why we've been able to do that is because we have been real, authentic, and you tell it like it is, the good and the bad and the ugly. So like, for instance, Wound Walk is doing good, but 28 million, that is so scary. So everybody, thank you. I should do a little like a office pool about when we might hit 1 million subs. 1 million subs, oh my gosh. And 550, I literally, and you guys, I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself, but I thought 20,000 subs, because YouTube told me for a nonprofit, 20,000 is huge. So for 8 years, we had 20,000 subs. It wasn't growing. But now, thanks to you guys, and you guys are the inside group. Every Sunday night, we're chatting. And it was Melka, and I don't know where Melka is. She talked me into doing this every Sunday, and here we are. So hopefully Melka's good. Anyways, everybody, I am going to say goodnight and just thank you. And hopefully you'll have a great week. If you want to follow along on a real time, I probably do the most real time on Instagram, which is at Invisible People on the Instagram stories, but also at Hardly Normal. I do a lot of real time Invisible People. I try to update as much as possible. So just want to say thank you again. And I hope everybody has a wonderful week, and please stay safe.